You need these 5 insider tips to explore Sydney like a pro. Save time, money, and skip the rookie mistakes. Let's dive right in, and don't miss the twist at the end. Tip number 1. Master Sydney's travel hack. Getting around Sydney can feel overwhelming, but here's a secret: flexibility or affordability. You can have both. For convenience, Uber is your best friend, but if you are keeping an eye on your budget, Sydney's public transport system is gold. Pick up an Opal card from any newsagent, convenience store, post office, or supermarket. Oh, and no card? No worries. Tap your credit card on buses, trains, ferries, and you are good to go. Now here's where things get interesting. If you are staying longer or heading out to explore beaches or suburbs, renting a car saves time. But driving in the city center, think traffic jams and parking nightmares. Pro tip: stick to public transport in the city. You'll save both your wallet and your sanity. Tip number 2. Where to stay without breaking the bank. Choosing the right accommodation can make or break your trip. Hotels are great, but Airbnbs and backpacker hostels, they are game changers. Especially if you are traveling with family or friends, Airbnb is the best. You'll get more space, privacy, and the kitchen to cook up your own meals. A low budget savings. My trick: stay slightly outside the city center. It's cheaper, quieter, and still super accessible by public transport. Bonus points: if your Airbnb is near a Coles or Woolies, you'll thank yourself when you are whipping up a midnight snack without trekking into town. Tip number 3. Don't miss Sydney's food scene. Sydney is a foodie heaven. From international cuisines to fast food joints, options are endless and surprisingly affordable if you are coming from a regional area. But here's my insider move: hit up Coles or Woolies for groceries and cook your meal if you are on a tight budget. My personal favorite: breakfast with the view of Sydney's skyline from an Airbnb balcony. It's cheaper, healthier, and somehow make you feel more local. Tip number 4. Easy access to Opera House. The Sydney's Opera House, it's iconic, it's stunning, and it's a must-see. The fastest way to get there: head to Circular Quay Station. From there, it's just an 8-minute walk to one of the most photographed spots in the world. Want to hear a fun story? My first visit, I took wrong train and ended up exploring a random suburban street. Not ideal. Stick with Circular Quay and you will be taking Instagram worthy shot in no time. Tip number 5. Download these must-have apps. To navigate Sydney like a local, you'll need 2 apps: Google Maps or Opal Travel. They'll help you plan bus routes, find train lines, and calculate the fastest or cheapest way to get around. Just plug in your destination and the apps will do the rest. And here you have it: 5 tips to hack your Sydney trip without wasting a cent or a second. Got your bags packed? Wait! Planning a trip to Sydney?